On which interval is f of x concave up given that f double prime of x equals 3 minus x over x squared plus 7? Okay. So the first thought here is normally when we're asked to give like a concavity, we're usually given f of x, and then from f of x we then take the second derivative and find out why the second derivative is positive for concave up. But this one, they already give us the second derivative, so we can just work with that. So for a positive concavity, that'll be when f double prime of x, which equals 3 minus x over x squared plus 7, is greater than 0. So, man, this feels pretty, it's pretty straightforward. We got this. We got this. We can do this. So we want to find when 3 minus x is greater than x squared plus 7 times 0, which is 0. And so we want to know when 3 minus x is greater than 0. So 3 is greater than negative x. So then 3 is less, x is greater than negative 3. So we want to divide both sides by negative, and when you divide by negative, you have to flip the sign. That sounds counterintuitive, and it's not really calculus, it's more of an algebra thing. You don't really notice it most of the time because you have an equal sign, and when you flip an equal sign, it's the same, so it doesn't really matter. But when you have a negative, you have to flip the negative side. So, in case you don't believe me, or greater than equal than sign. In case you don't believe me, we have, 3 is greater than negative 2. Divide both sides by negative 1. Negative 1, and we get negative 3 is less than 2. Check. True. And that's just, idea. Okay, so for this value to be concave up, it has to be greater than 0. And for it to be greater than 0, we know that x has to be greater than negative 3. Wait a sec. There's no negative 3. Oh, I did something tragically wrong. Such silliness. Such silliness. Amateur. Bush League. Alright. So, what is said here, totally true. Not relevant. So we add x to both sides, and 3 is greater than, or x is less than 3. So, the values that are less than 3 would go from negative infinity to 3, which is this one right here. And just as a warm fuzzy to make it seem like maybe this is possibly true, I will plug in a number that is less than 3. So I'm going to do 0. So f double prime of 0 equals 3 over 7, which is greater than 0. Check. And I'll plug in, 10. F double prime of 10 equals 3 minus 10, which is negative 7, over 107, which is less than 0. Therefore, so negative infinity to 3. And yeah, the whole add, such silliness. Sorry guys, I have failed you. It's okay. Part of life. Failure is part of the growth process. Alright, and that's the idea where when you're given a double derivative, how you solve it for concavity.